There are two types of players in this world: those who crumble under the weight of the moment, and those who become something unrecognizable when the game is on the line. And tonight, under the blinding stadium lights, we're about to witness the brutal collision of both. It begins with a silence so loud it feels like the entire universe stopped breathing. The crowd doesn't know why, not yet, but something is shifting on that field, something ancient, something primal, something that reveals character with no mercy at all. One team steps in like they've already lived this moment 1,000 times. Their eyes are calm, their shoulders loose, their heartbeat a steady drum. The other team walks in as if the pressure is a hurricane made of eyes, expectations, and the ghost of every past failure. And smack in the middle of this clash stands the truth: pressure does not create new players, it only exposes what was always hidden beneath the uniform. The first type, the fragile ones, play baseball like they're running from a shadow. Every pitch feels heavier than the last, every ground ball sounds like a question they don't know how to answer. These are the players who pray not to be noticed, who hope the ball goes anywhere, but toward them. But the second type, oh, they're built differently. They don't fear the moment, they devour it. Their minds sharpen in the storm. Their focus becomes unnaturally quiet. They want the ball. They demand it. They take every ounce of pressure and forge it into something terrifying. Tonight, both types walk onto the field with the season trembling in the balance. The fragile ones try to hide the shaking in their hands. They stare at the scoreboard like it's a ticking bomb strapped to their chest. They forget mechanics, forget rhythm, forget the years of training that brought them here. Pressure whispers lies into their ears: don't mess up, don't be the one who loses. But the strong ones, they hear a different message. Pressure tells them, show them who you are. And so they rise, not by accident, not by luck, but because this is where they have always belonged. The game begins with a pitch so violent it snaps through the air like a breaking bone. The batter flinches. The crowd gasps. And just like that, the dividing line between the two types becomes visible. The pitcher, one of the strong ones, smiles, a small, confident curve of the mouth that says he's exactly where he wants to be. The batter, one of the fragile ones, tightens his grip until his knuckles turn pale. A second pitch comes. Filthy, cruel, unhittable, and it paints the zone with the cold signature of dominance. The stadium erupts, but the pitcher doesn't react. He doesn't need to. The moment reacts to him. Across the diamond, his teammates watch, their eyes brightening, their hearts waking up. Pressure is contagious, but so is fearlessness. Meanwhile, the fragile batter steps out of the box, blinking like he's waking from a nightmare. He's not defeated yet, but he's drowning in the sense that he might be. And that's the difference. The strong breathe deeper when the air gets thin. The fragile suffocate. The manager knows it too. You can see it in his expression. He knows which type of player he has out there, and he knows the moment won't lie for him. A crack of the bat cuts through the next inning like lightning striking dry ground. The ball soars, but not far enough. The outfielder, one of the strong ones, tracks it with the calmness of a man walking through a quiet park. He snatches it out of the sky without even a flinch. The dugout roars, but he doesn't. His focus is a steel cage. On the other side, frustration begins to spread, quiet at first, then sharp. Helmets slapped. Voices raised. Doubt blooming. Pressure reveals everything. A rookie steps up next, one who's been waiting all season for a moment that will define him. He looks terrified, eyes wide, shoulders stiff, breaths too shallow. He's the fragile type, but he doesn't know it yet. Tonight will teach him. The pitcher stares him down with the gaze of a predator who already knows the end of the story. First pitch, swing and miss. Second pitch, swing and miss. Third pitch, didn't even move. The strikeout echoes. But then something changes. A veteran steps into the box, a man carved from baseball history, a man who has stared down pressure so many times it probably recognizes him by name. He's the second type, the rare kind, the unbreakable kind. The crowd feels the shift immediately. The pitcher throws a ball meant to intimidate, but the veteran doesn't blink. Blood pressure steady, eyes locked, soul anchored. Next pitch, foul. Next pitch, missed by an inch. Next pitch, contact. Not just contact, fire. The ball explodes off his bat like it's running from gravity itself. The stadium rises as one. The outfielders sprint, but it's hopeless. Home run. And suddenly the fragile begin to believe. Hope spreads like wildfire. The bench comes alive, fists pounding the railing, eyes blazing again. Because pressure doesn't just expose weakness, it also awakens greatness. The pitcher wipes his face. For the first time tonight, doubt creeps in. His breath shortens. His mind races. And with that, he crosses a dangerous line, because even the strong can fall if they forget who they are. The game teeters like a coin spinning on its edge. Next batter walks. Next batter singles. And now the stadium feels like it might break apart under the weight of what's coming. The pitcher steps off the mound, heart thundering. His pulse no longer steady. His eyes no longer calm. The pressure that once fueled him now begins to crush him. In this moment, the truth reveals itself brutally. There aren't two types of players, there are two types of players in every human being. And pressure decides which one wakes up. The manager visits the mound. The pitcher's hands shake. The crowd watches in breathless silence. Will he fold? Will he rise? No one knows, not even him. He takes the ball again. One pitch. One swing. One explosion of sound. The ball rips down the line, a laser of destiny, heading straight for the third baseman, another veteran, another survivor of pressure's war. He dives. Full extension. Time slows to a crawl. Every memory, every loss, every triumph, every moment he doubted himself collides into this single second. He lands. Glove thunders shut. Ball secured. And the stadium erupts into a roar that feels like it could lift the sky. He fires to second. Out. The relay fires to first. Double play. And just like that, pressure is conquered. Not escaped, conquered. The strong return. The fragile fade. And equilibrium restores itself on the field. In the end, the scoreboard doesn't tell the real story. The highlight reel won't capture it either. Because the truth of this night lives in the hearts of the players who faced the storm. Two types of players. Two types of pressure. Two types of truth, one that breaks you, and one that builds you into something unforgettable. And every time the lights shine, every time the stakes rise, every time the world watches, you decide which one you'll be. That is the real game. And tonight, it changed everything.